Good afternoon. This is Linda Finley from Spence Software, the makers of S2 Web Corporate. I'm here to show you a couple things that were of interest. So the first thing on our list was an incident sign-off, electronic or digital sign-off. The reason this is important is because regulatory boards require proof, the fact that somebody has signed off on something and it was in fact them. So what we've come up with is the HSE person decides, based on the incident information, who is required to sign off. So they select this person, send off an email. The email comes into their Outlook. The email looks like this. So it shows your review and sign off is required for the following incident. And then if they click on this link, it'll bring in to the login screen. You log in and you go to the sign off, you go through all of the information, go to the sign off section, select review and accepted, and it automatically date stamps when that was done, as well as who was the logged in person. Identifies that. So now this is included when you email or print out any information on the incident and satisfies the regulatory requirements. The next item of interest was the library. The reason this is of interest is because this is where you want to store your entire safety manual. You can break it down into as many categories as you want. So, an example here. Procedures, policies, JSAs, lists, PPE, any combination of. As an example, let's say you wanted to look at a list document. Once you select list, there are specific items you can choose from, phone lists or spot contacts. Or maybe you just want to look up a procedure. So this is given, access is given to everybody within the company so they can quickly find out the procedure for something in particular. So clicking on the link actually opens it up. And there we have it. The documents are actually created in Word. It's the standard you're used to. You're also able to label them with a follow-up date. So if you want to review a certain procedure in 3 months or 6 months, you'll be able to provide that date and look it up to see how many items are available for review in library. You can also discuss library items in a meeting. So let's say your HSE team gets together and they decide they want to talk about a library item. They would click on this icon, go here, and select from the drop-down list. So in this instance, this library item, the assessment PNG, was up for discussion and was discussed. The next thing that was of interest was statistics, and why not? Statistics are fed automatically from the system. So your incidents each month, and then quarterly and annually. They're broken down. So incidents, near miss, and injuries. They're broken down into the types of injury, the damages, the types of damages, environment. Now it can also be types of environment, and other or security or quality control can also be broken down. Now each client needs different things recorded. So we of course keep that in mind and make this a customizable report. So if these are not your leading indicators, they're certainly fine the way they are, but if they're not, then we can bring them in from the system in different ways. As an example, a certain type of inspection, like an FLHA, could be recorded. Or maybe you only want to record certain types of meetings. Maybe you want to add training hours to this report. Any of these things can be done quickly and easily within probably about 2 days once we know what it is that you want to show for your leading indicators. So the big deal here is that you're able to add your hours here, your man hours, and then all of the calculations are done within the system. Now I can send this to Excel or Word and wrap it up and include that to gain new clients. So this concludes my presentation. I really thank you for the time to watch, and I hope I'll hear from you soon. Have a great one.